Arab slavers have come to town, and they're here to catch lots of people to be slaves. They rushed into the place, and they were evil. They grabbed everybody, men and women, as they could, and rushed them together and put all these yokes on them. So they all were bound together with these wooden yokes and metal. And they would kick the people because they didn't treat them well. And of course, even children, they grabbed. And the children had to bear these heavy, heavy burdens. And they would beat the people because they didn't think that they were humans. And they would just grab them. But sometimes he would just leave them on the ground for dead because he felt that these were like not good, not strong enough for the slaves. I don't want them. Just leave them there to die. And then soon they were on the boat. Little boats. They were kind of rickety, and sometimes they would collapse, and some would die, and some would be left on the ground there or in the water there, and they didn't care. Finally, they wanted to go on the boat, especially boats for Cuba, where all the plantations were. So we'd herd all these people together, and then put them all into like big boats and stuff them together. And at times they would go down and grab these people. Here's a good-looking specimen. Take this one. Another good-looking specimen. This looks like a good-looking specimen. There we go. Take them down there. Take them, and stuff them in there. They look good. They look strong. They look like they could work hard. Or take them down there. Oh, in there. Go there. Yeah. And David Livingstone was furious because he saw this happening. And he realized all the chains, the whips, and everything that they were using was so inhumane, so cruel. He was so angry. And he complained and he complained. He wrote long, long letters to the British government. Long, long letters to people that he knew to complain in Parliament. And he would appear sometimes at the Royal Societies when he was invited. And he was always saying, this has to stop, this has to stop. I know that our country has already stopped the shipping of them, but you know, in the colonies everywhere, they're still happening. Go and stop it. We have to stop it. And one day, he met a slaver, an Arab slaver. And he knew that this Arab slaver had about 80-some people that he had enslaved there. And so he was very bold that day. He says, God, give me courage. Give me courage so that I could talk to him. And he appealed to him. He says, Allah is your God. Allah loves all the people. These are people. These are humans. You cannot enslave them. You cannot make them slaves. Allah is a merciful God. Have mercy on them. And this man was not happy. And he said, Allah is great, but my sword is great too. And I have strength and courage, and many people with me. You cannot stop me. David Livingstone prayed in his heart, God help me, God help me. This man is evil. And he appealed to him again. Allah is your God. Allah is merciful. Allah loves everyone. You know that. You know the scriptures. Allah does not agree to this. And finally the man said, all right, this time, only this time, I'll let you go. I'll let you go. You can take those people. 84 of them were freed, men and women. And many times he would help like little children to escape also too from the clutches of the slave traders. But in the jungles, there were lots of other dangers apart from slavers. There were the cheetahs. They were the fastest animal ever. Could run like 75 miles an hour, just like your car's driving on an expressway, and could go from 0 to 60 miles in 3 seconds, faster than a car. And there were these giant birds out there too, giant hornbills. Wow, 5 feet tall, 10 feet in wingspan. Whoa, and huge hippopotamuses. These hippos were really huge, like 2 tons. And they were fierce. They were one of the fiercest animals ever. Just looking at their jaws, you know. And there were huge gorillas out in the jungles too. And then, surprisingly, there were even giant snails. Snails could be giants too. Wow. Africa is a land of big, big, big things, like the Great Zambezi River. The Great Zambezi River that he wanted to map out, to explore, to find out where the river went, where the river connected, where were the lakes that supplied it. He was just so excited about doing all that. 1,000 feet long in some places, where even the lions had trouble swimming in it. It's greater than the Grand Canyon, our Grand Canyon, which is grand. The Great Zambezi River. And at night when the evening fell, you could sail along in the Great Zambezi River or go in a paddle boat, and you could relax. And you were thinking, wow, this is so beautiful. This land is so beautiful too. In spite of all the evil and the darkness, there's also great beauty here.